Patience is the key. If you're patient and even if you're a slow learner, things will turn out great for you. If you are slow at learning, if you're not that capable, you know that you're not that capable, but with the advent of time, with effort and with patience, you can crack anything. You can learn machine learning pretty efficiently and pretty decently if you give the right amount of time and if you put in the right amount of effort. The average for AI and ML engineer rate is pretty decent. I guess it's around 15 to 20 lakhs. And this is not a fixed bound. It depends on your skill set and your negotiation abilities. So if you're applying for good companies, like if you want to join Google as an AI engineer, then definitely you can quote yourself up to 50 lakhs as well. There's no foundation for that. Skill gets evaluated and skill gets paid everywhere.
Hi everyone, so today we have a special guest on our channel. We have Devansh with us. So Devansh, would you like to introduce yourself?
So hello everybody, I am Devansh and I hail from Kanpur, Uttar Pradesh. I am currently pursuing my BTech at BIT Misra and I'll be joining Microsoft as a software engineering intern in this upcoming summer.
Yeah. So he's here to talk about AI and ML basically. You know, AI and ML is pretty much the buzz these days. Everyone is talking about it. So let's get into it, Devansh. First thing, what do you think is the scope of AI ML? Do you think the jobs in it is going to increase? What will happen?
Many people are afraid that AI is going to eat your job. But
True.
the real truth is that if you utilize AI along with your existing skill set, then you can be a better version of yourself. And somehow you can amplify your bandwidth and you can work more in less time. That is what you can do. AI is basically a free intern for you. You don't have to pay it. The generative pre-trained transformers like ChatGPT, Bing Chat, all of them, they're pretty well equipped. They're very powerful tools if you know them, if you know how to use them the right way. And with the advent of AI, I believe that more and more openings are going to open. Big techs like Mang Fang, they'll be definitely having AI ML teams and they'll be always needing AI and ML engineers to speed up the process of generating models and to speed up their efficiency. So yeah, the market is going to increase, definitely.
So do you think as the market increases, will it be easy for freshers to crack into? Because a lot of people think that being a fresher, it's impossible to get into the AI ML field. What do you think?
I believe that if you have strong basics, you have strong fundamentals in the subject, if you have keen interest in this domain, then you can definitely crack a job. It is not that hard. Yeah, it is comparatively difficult than the SWE role. But yeah, if you try hard, if you are interested in the field, if you have good projects, if you have good fundamental backing, then definitely you can crack a job. There's no need for a PhD or a postdoctorate for landing an ML job.
Yeah. Okay, so let's talk a little bit of incentive also because people want to know, कि कितना पैसा मिलेगा क्या होगा. So compared to other fields, what do you think the average is lesser, more? How does it look like?
The average for AI and ML engineer rate is pretty decent. I guess it's around 15 to 20 lakhs. And this is not a fixed bound. It depends on your skill set and your negotiation abilities. So if you're applying for good companies, like if you want to join Google as an AI engineer, then definitely you can quote yourself up to 50 lakhs as well. There's no foundation for that. Skill gets evaluated and skill gets paid everywhere. Nobody will reject your quotation if you are skilled.
True. So let's now talk about how to get those skills basically, right? Because a lot of people are basically clueless ki how to even start AI ML.
Right.
So first thing, the language, right? What language do you think people should get started with if they want to come into this field?
See, basically there are three roles in which people tend to apply. One is data scientist, one is data analyst, and one is data engineer. And to begin with any such sort of AI or ML role, you need to learn either one of these two languages. One is Python and one is R. So what I would suggest is that you should go with Python. Python is a little more flexible and Python is a little more, like I would say, extensible to some end. Like you have Django, you have Flask, you have various frameworks. You can create a model and you can deploy the model both just by the help of Python. You won't need to integrate it with some another language. So I would suggest that a person should do Python, and along with Python there are a certain set of libraries that need to be taken care of while preparing for an AI or ML role. So I would name these libraries one by one now. One is NumPy, then we have Pandas, then we have Matplotlib, then there is Seaborn, then there is Dash, and there is Plotly. If a person knows these 6 libraries properly, then he can perform machine learning, deep learning and image processing all by themselves. And also the most important, I forgot to mention, OpenCV. OpenCV is basically the godfather of image processing. If you have a good grasp of OpenCV, you can basically do anything you want to do with an image. Flip it, tear it apart, break it into pixels, regather it into pixels. whatever you wish to do, you can perform with these certain set of libraries.
Hi everyone, before we start the rest of the video, let me tell you about a great opportunity from Crio. So, if you've ever wanted to get a job in one of the top companies as a software engineer, then Crio is your destination. So, Crio has a fellowship program in software development in which they teach you everything about what you can do to crack the top product based companies as a software engineer. And they also have a placement guarantee, and as you can see that the average placement of Cryo is pretty good. They have average dream jobs of 6 to 10 lpa and average super dream jobs of 10 to 25 lpa, and it's a fully online course which runs for 9 months, in which you have project based learning. So you learn everything about web development, about DSA, about system design, so that you're able to crack the toughest of interviews in the topmost companies. And you have a lot of features including regular sprints which will have amazing projects that will make you get experience similar to working in a real life company, and that will bring immense value to your portfolio. So if you're interested in getting these skills to be able to crack the best of placements, then you can book Crowd's free trial. I've given the link in the description. You can definitely check it out. So go click the link in the description and book your free trial now. And let's get back to the video. Okay, so about learning these things and the more advanced version of these skill set, what do you think should be the resources that one follows? You know, people think कि paid वाला course लेना है, free वाला लेना है. What courses or what like resources would you suggest?
See, in today's date, the advent of SD roles and DSA and CP is on the hike. So every creator is just creating content for DSA and CP. You will open YouTube, you'll find tons of creators, tons of newcomers, freshers creating sliding window problem, Dutch flag algorithm problem, and
Yeah.
it is not the case that many people have not created such videos, but it is a vicious cycle now that everybody is creating the same content. So getting good content on machine learning is pretty difficult. But I'll tell you one resource. We have Stanford's CS229. This is a course which is freely available on YouTube. It is taught by Andrew NG. And this course is wonderful. Like right from the basics and the prerequisites and the basic mathematics required to cater to the tougher machine learning models and the basics of certain machine learning models, all of this is covered. Once you dive deeper into this field, then you will get to know the importance of this course. And it is hardly 12 or 13 videos, which are apparently 2 hour long. So yeah, you can begin with CS229 and then you can switch to some Indian YouTubers like Krish Nayak, or you can also refer Campus X.
Yeah, so you said something like prerequisite, right? So that also comes into the mind of students. Is there any prerequisite if person doesn't have a math background or isn't too mathematical? Is there some prerequisite that they should do before jumping into AI ML?
See, I would suggest that mathematics is such a subject that it is just like a fluid. I say maths is like fluid. It reaches to the extent of human existence and to the extent of human imagination. So as far as you can imagine, mathematics will reach there. So machine learning is entirely based on mathematics. If you are good with linear algebra, pre-calculus and vector calculus, then you can ace machine learning, but it is not required in that depth. Even if you just study the basics of it, even if you just search on YouTube, basic mathematics required for machine learning, and you watch a one-shot video which is 4 or 5 hours long, your work will be done. But if you are really keen, really interested to study those things, I'll be adding certain links in the description. You can refer those books and you can study it from there.
Okay, nice. So after learning these things, like after getting the basics strong, fundamentals strong, how do you think one should proceed further, especially as a project's point of view? What project should they make? What more they should learn after that?
See, the projects are of various variety. Like there are 3 segments. One is machine learning, one is deep learning, and one is image processing. So if a person wants projects on machine learning, he can begin with the very basics. I would suggest that people should have 3 projects. One should be a basic project, one should be an intermediate project, and one should be an advanced level project. So in the basic project, you can create a house price predictor or a simple classifier or a simple project like IPL score predictor or stock price detector. This is the basic projects. When you jump into deep learning, then you can utilize neural networks, CNNs, and then you can develop certain projects which utilize image. So then you can jump onto projects like which require the signals like image signal or speech signal. Then you can make projects like music genre detection. Music genre
Yeah.
detection is a great project. Like you get to know the gist of direct cosine transform and also a few electronics things, and then you can actually learn a lot with that project. So I would suggest everybody to learn how to create the music genre classification project. And
Okay.
once you try to get deeper into image processing, then you can definitely perform variety of image processing projects. Like you can perform segmentation, you can perform object detection, you can perform object detection via a video, you can perform instance segmentation, you can perform panoptic segmentation. There is a great list of projects that one can do in image processing as well.
Okay, so at the end, to the people who are watching and are serious about having their career into the AI ML field, what advice would you give to those people?
One advice that I give to everybody who comes up to me asking about AML, I ask them to be patient.
Yeah.
Patience is the key. If you're patient, and if even if you're a slow learner, things will turn out great for you. If you are slow at learning, if you're not that capable, you know that you're not that capable, but with the advent of time, with effort and with patience, you can crack anything. You can learn machine learning pretty efficiently and pretty decently if you give the right amount of time and if you put in the right amount of effort. So don't get scared by fancy algorithm names, or don't get scared by the mathematics that is involved. If you give yourself frequent hours of sitting, then those hours will turn out really fruitful for you in the longer run. That is all I'm going to say.
Okay, nice. So I think that covers pretty much everything about AI ML. And if anyone still has any specific doubts or questions that they want to ask, then they can connect on Devansh on LinkedIn. I'll give a link to his LinkedIn in the description. And also, he has a top mate where you can connect with him for one-to-one call. I'll also give a link to that as well. So be sure to check those out and follow him on LinkedIn. So again, thanks Devansh for coming on my channel and sharing all of this important information. Thank you.